Big Boss Jock, signing on. Continuing on with the poems here on the Mighty 750. Before I begin reciting, I would like to thank the new subscribers. Today I did receive 2 new subscribers, the only 2 subscribers that are subscribed to my channel. I was the original. Signed in under a different account. Didn't want to have 0. Seeing that I have 2 subscribers each week, as long as I have a subscriber, I'd like you to know I'll be doing a radio show here on the Mighty 750. Each week, maybe reciting a poem or covering the events of the week, depending. See, if it was an exciting week and something transpired worth talking about. If not, maybe recite a poem. I'll be sure to do a radio show. I'll do one each week. Thank you for subscribing. Continuing with the poems. Oh, before we do, I've been posting on a site named Above Top Secret. I'd like to thank the community, and they've shown interest. As I mentioned, I'm a stimoceiver. I'm not an actual stimoceiver. I have an actual stimoceiver implanted at the cerebral cortex. I emit 750 kilohertz AM. I can be listened to. I'm a walk-in radio station. And I have a GPS locator at 74.9492 megahertz AM. I can be tracked if you choose to do so. I would appreciate if someone has a ham. They put me up on the repeater, send me around the world, the Mighty 750, so we all can listen. Continuing with the poems. Oh yeah, I mentioned, excuse me, I don't like the oh yeah. That doesn't sound good in the rhyme. I am trying to stay right here with the ritmo, doing the show. I had mentioned that I had received various gunshot wounds to the face, and just like to point one out. Whoops, this side, that side. Went in there, came out that. If you can see those. And I got shot over here and here, and I got shot all over on the top of my head. Got shot by a fall. That's the name of the machine gun. It's a Fusil Automatico Ligero. That's what they use down south. I say down south, and I don't mean that derogatorily. It's that I'm in the north. I've resided many years in the Amazon basin. Just before last year, finished doing 4 years. It's not that I was serving time. I did enjoy the basin, Amazon basin, where I own a home. Just wanted to point out those gunshot scars. This next poem, entitled Illusionist Society. Some of you believe the earth is flat. Yes, I believe in truth, because I know the earth is round. I live in a society where I'm shunned. For my beliefs, they call me a truther. Followers of lies are the flat earthers. 1,000 or more scientists, some of them were physicists, said met almost no resistance, fell at near the speed of gravity, brought out the scientific evidence. Many flat earthers in God don't believe. Many flat earthers in God, they don't believe, saying they only believe in science. But when it comes to an event orchestrated and planned, carried out by Yankee Sam, flat earthers showing who they believe. Their faith is in cracker. I need a break here for a moment in the poem. and explain. I've redefined, not defined, just renamed, termed, the one whose domain is Inferno, term that one Cracker, because if I use any of his common names, when I say those words, in the mind, what is heard, the impression that is struck, is not what it should be. Yankee Sam has programmed the public that when they hear the one whose domain is the Inferno, the one I term Cracker, when they hear those common names, it takes them to the drop top vet and the model, the beautiful woman beside. I'm a man, so I'm driving, and that's what comes to the mind. What doesn't come to the mind is pedophile, murderer, rapist, thief, immoral person, and that a person or being, thing, Cracker. And I didn't get that, and I don't like the and, that's a crutch. I didn't get the name Cracker. I didn't term him that due to race. I did this 6 years ago. What happened was I wasn't aware I had a stim receiver. And they kept playing Yankee Sam from the command center in the dam. Put on a loop, Polly want a cracker, Polly want a cracker. And kept playing it over and over and over and over again, trying to get my eyes to go around in circles in the sockets. And I kept talking to Cracker. Cracker, you want to mess with me, Cracker? And that's where the term Cracker came from. It doesn't have to do with you. And on this show, we don't use the word color. Color is one of those words. The English language, it has been tainted. Come here. Did you C-U-M here? Or did you C-O-M-E over here? You, the viewer. Because Allah inside, He helps me line by line, doing the rhyme. Allah, the three-letter word in Anglais, English is another word. Spins their mind, them. I've lived outside of this empire for now. Presently I'm inside the empire. Many years, a big part of my adult life. I'm a third world trucker. Stim receiver. Doesn't receive pay. Never did. Since back in the day. Had since 11 months old. Continuing on with the poem. And that is the chipper. Stim receiver. Since I've been 11 months old. Their faith is in Cracker. Tomfoolery, trickster. Allah. Allah, that's our Dios. Our only Dios. Our one and only. Allah. Yankee Imperialists, they believe in a three-letter word. If it's turned around, it says dog. The ones in the synagogue, many of them. People are going to need to choose. There's different ways. It'll be a different way. I have to be careful. Maybe I'll start looking this tape. Maybe I'll just smoke another, roll my own. I do smoke. I toke on this show. And I don't want to come across anti-Jewish. I'm not. I don't feel that I am. But I do feel that their policies, the illegitimate state that's occupying Palestine and the Jewish way is wrong. And that I'm not afraid to say. And I also realize when I watch Yankee Sam's programming on the screen, the Jew does not consider me one of them. I'm a Caucasian. And Yankee Sam has Jews representing me, a Caucasian. Idol worshippers are the Yankee Imperialists. Which idol do they emulate? They know all the stats today, on the game and the other game and all those athletes. As our government goes and lends a helping hand and bombs again in another foreign land. Yankee Imperialists can't find their home on a map unless it's marked and says your home is right here. Here, put your finger down right there. Smoke and mirrors, that's why they're followers. Yankees being led by liars. Shunned are those who examine, believe in the science, regarding the birth. Osama bin Barry. Barry he was, born overseas. That way in a couple years, after he ends his term, it'll be discovered on U.S. soil he was not born. But who cares? No harm was done. Why not let Schwarzenegger run? Yankee Sam could have an Austrian born, full Bavarian blooded, Schwarzenegger. Excuse me. In the White House. Yes, I am a truther. Shouldn't take such a big toke right before I do the show. I believe in truth and God, our Allah, not ridiculous fairy tales written by Yankee Sam, found in the rubble, one of the hijackers' passports. It's quite comical, things people will believe when they are thinking illogically. Say the word conspiracy, connected with Yankee Sam. Flat earthers become irrational when confronted, oftentimes yelling, closing their ears, and refusing to think. People should be worried that we are living in a society where believing in truth makes them the buffoon, expected not to believe in truth, only to believe in what they are told. Go outside of Yankee Sam's fold. Time for you to go. Time for them to go. For now only shunned, but soon not having any fun, when the flat earthers ship them off, living quietly and securely, locked up in Camp FEMA. Time for them to be re-educated until they no longer believe in truth. Truthers, for most of them, that will never happen, before instead arrives their death. Yankee Sam knows who they are when certain words are said. Those words are a trigger. Homeland Security Alert, logged into the mega base, are their controversial words. On them, Yankee Sam possesses a dossier. Flat Earthers' faith is blindly placed in the lies of Yankee Sam, believing in cracker. As for me, I'll always remain with my faith firmly placed in God, our Allah, the truth. Yes, they call me a truther. I believe in our Allah, our one and only God, the truth. Let's see where we're at on I'm not slurring the words, where we're at. 14 minutes and counting. Big Boss Jock, one last time. Like to thank the new subscribers. Mighty 750. Big Boss Jock. Signing off. Await the programs weekly, subscribers.